Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about my thoughts on pre-workout and post-workout stretching and mobility work, and just kind of my take on it and what I think is more beneficial and kind of get you more prepped for a workout and kind of what to do to down-regulate your system after you're done working out. So this whole craze of stretching is kind of a little bit out of hand. Okay, I'm not gonna say I'm not a victim of this because I used to be, the two-hour guy that would do mobility work all the time. Okay, but the more and more I see this, the more problematic I think it is for a lot of people. Okay, you see lacrosse ball work, rolled around on a lacrosse ball is a very big thing. I think that's a very big issue. Okay, for people, especially pre-workout. That's kind of what I want to focus on. So when you go into a gym, okay, you got to take your caffeine, whatever you take, you're hyped up, listen to your freaking Eminem, Stairway to Heaven, whatever the heck you listen to before you come to the gym. You're all psyched up to work out, got your headphones on, and the first thing you do is lay on the ground. This is where the issue comes in, okay? For example, if you know you're going to squat today, okay, I just saw a video from Mark Bell, very good analogy, or very good situation, okay? If you know you're going to do some kind of squat motion for the day, okay? So your hips kind of bothering you a little bit. The first thing you should do, okay, is not lay on the ground with a lacrosse ball, okay? Or lay on the ground, okay? You should be on your feet, get your heart rate up and stuff like that, okay? I'll talk about lacrosse ball and when to do that and stuff in a second. But the first thing I would do is, if you're going to squat, practice the squat, okay? Don't roll on the ground. Don't roll on the ground, okay? First thing you should do is maybe go up to a bar, okay? A pole, hold on to the pole and sit in the bottom of the squat. Rock side to side, kind of feel where you're tight. Your ankle's kind of tight. Kind of feel around where you feel restricted. Practice that position. Do some goblet squats. Do some air squats. Put on a hip circle. Do some lateral band walks. Get your hips firing a little bit. Maybe you've been sitting all day. Okay, but the first thing I wouldn't do is roll on the ground, okay, for a half hour. Okay, you're all psyched up, you're ready to go, and you roll on the ground for a half an hour. It's like you want to go take a nap, okay? So I would save that for post-workout, okay? Stack stretching in general, I'm not a fan of, okay? Unless maybe you add a band to kind of distract your hip or shoulder out a little bit like that in certain situations. But just regular like hamstring stretching because your hamstrings are tight, that's a whole other issue. Could be your pelvis is out of position. It's a different video for a different topic. But yeah, in general, do something more dynamic, okay? Do some more ballistic stretching. Do some you do face pulls, do some wall slides for your upper body. Do some band pull-aparts. Do some more dynamic stuff for your upper body. Sit in the bottom of a squat. Like I said, get your hips firing a little bit. But save the soft tissue stuff, guys, for after working out, okay? If you have a lot, and that's the time after working out, before you go to bed, any other time during the day, is when you kind of take those restrictions. You go, man, I'm feeling a little bit tight in my chest. Take a half hour before you go to bed at night and address those issues when you go before you go to sleep, okay? That's the time you kind of take care of that kind of stuff. You don't want to go in there and waste your time sleeping on the ground, okay? So there's special situations that, of course, you need to address for certain people. But as a general statement, in my opinion, I would not do that. Roll on the ground right away. Okay, save that for after. Any kind of static stuff. So that's my opinion, guys. I still do a little bit of lacrosse ball before I work out. There's special situations, like I said, but usually, guys, just try to get your hips moving, do some leg swings, do some stuff to kind of get moving, do the movement of the day, whatever you're doing, to kind of see and get your body primed for loading those patterns. Okay, if you have any questions about what I'm saying, you don't understand, post below. I'm happy to answer any questions. Message me on Facebook. But one, no lacrosse ball work, laying on the ground for a half hour before working out. Do practice the movement that you're doing for that day. Sit in the bottom of a squat with a goblet squat or something like that. Save the lacrosse ball work and more of the static stretching for after working out or before you go to bed. Okay, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. Peace out.